Hello everyone and welcome back here to Comic Vantage, and today we have something completely different. We have a free comic book day preview episode. Yes, this Saturday, May 6th, 2023 is every comic book geek and nerd's favorite holiday. Free comic book day. This is where your retailer gives away free comic books. This year there are a grand total of 48 comic books that they can give away for free. Now, some of them are going to be more popular than the others, so they're going to be a little hard to find. Just so you are aware, though, these books are not free to your retailer. They actually pay for them, but it's a way to entice you into the store. Maybe spend a little bit of cash while you're there. So look at other books, look at supplies, look at boxes. Do something to help out your small retailer. Alright, so, and also, usually you're limited to how many books you can get. Some retailers will offer you can get 3 titles, one of each of 3 or whatever, maybe 4 different books. So you might have to hop to several different stores to get every book that you can get your hands on. Alright, so first up, I'm just going to show you the 48 free books that are available this week, and then I'm going to dive in and kind of spotlight the ones that I think that are really interesting and might have a little something going on to them. Alright, so here we go. First up, we have 2000 AD presents the best comic book ever from Rebellion Comics. We have some Animal Castle coming at you. Now, that one's probably going to be a little hot. We have some Animal Crossing and Kirby Manga Mania. We have Archie Horror presents The Cursed Library. Woo! All right. We have some X-Men and Avengers. Now, this one here was interesting, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to flip to it so you can see it. Now, it actually says Avengers X-Men, but when you look at the cover, it says Uncanny Avengers. Dun, dun, dun. So I think there might be a little screw up there. I don't know if they're going to be both covers are available or maybe just the one. Who knows? All right. Babysitters, The Little Sister, and Karen's Haircut. Woo! Karen got a haircut. We got Chojin X and Rooster Fighter. We have Clark and Lex and the Batman Fan Squad. Aww. Now, it looks like DC is really aiming these more towards a younger audience this year. They have 1 or 2 aimed towards older. But, Free Comic Book Day is really for younger kids to get in there and really start reading and having fun with these things. We want young kids to read comic books. It increases your vocabulary. It keeps you focused. I mean, comic books are a great thing for everyone. Whew, yeah, I love comic books. Anyway, Conan the Barbarian. We have Free Comic Book Day, Crime Buster, Dawn of DC, Night Terrors, Dogman and the League of Misfits, The Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Oh, I'm so excited for that one. All right, Fish Flies, Frazetta-verse. We have The Girl Taken Over, a Lois Lane story. I Am Stan. Investigators. Get it? Investigators? All right, Koto Kotara. We have The Last Comics on Earth. Madballs versus Garbage Pail Kids. And I'm assuming this is probably a reprint of the first issue that was out from the first series. There's a new one now where they're like in the Stone Age or something. Marvel Voices. Mech Cadets Special from Boom Studios. We got Mexi Kid. We got The Miraculous Lovely Muko. We have Princeless and Punch Up. Ranger Academy. I'm assuming this is Power Rangers in training. All right, we got some Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword. We have RuneScape, The Untold Tales, God Wars. We have Seismic Stories from Aftershock Comics. Shadow Man, The Dark Legacy. We have Shaman King, Flowers. Smurfs. Yes, Smurfs are getting a free comic book day episode this year. Good stuff. Spider-Man Venom. Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I used to love Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends back in the day. Oh, what a great cartoon series. Oh, I don't know what that is, though. Because back in the day, it was Firestar and Iceman. Loved it. Star Trek Day of Blood. We have Star Wars The High Republic and the Avatar Last Airbender. This will be a flip book with stories on each side. We got some Street Fighter 6 from Udon. Sweet Valley Twins and the Teacher's Pet. Ninja Turtles. Yes, we got some Ninja Turtles coming up. And we got some Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for the Pumpkin King. Overstreet's getting in on it too with the Guide to Collecting Comics. We have The Sacrificers from Image Comics. And we have Tom Holland's Fright Night, Umbrella Academy, and West of Sundown. Now this one here, I don't think I have spotlighted. So I'm going to start with that right there. Sacrificers. Here we go. Free Comic Book Day episode. Did I click that correctly? Let's find out. Yes, Sacrificers #1 coming up. Tomorrow is a harmonious paradise thanks to the careful oversight of 5 families who make everything perfect for the price of 1 child per household. Now, as the bill comes due, a son expected to give everything for a family that never loved him, and an affluent daughter determined to destroy Utopia must unite to end one generation's unnaturally protracted reign. Wow, that actually sounds really good. Why didn't I want to spotlight that the first time around? Oh man, I love that. All right, let's see. What's next up? Oh, nope. We're just going to skip ahead then to this one. This is the issue features, this is the Uncanny Avengers. Now, it says here the issue features a pair of all-new stories that set the stage for the next evolution in Mutant Adventures, The Fall of X, and introduces an uncanny new lineup for the team next year. Now, it looks like we're getting an Uncanny Avengers team, so I'm wondering if maybe the other side of the book is going to be the X-Men book, and one side's going to be the Avengers book, or one side's going to be X-Men, one side's going to be Uncanny. I do not know, but I think you're going to need to get this, so I would definitely grab that while you're at it. All right. And now we have Conan the Barbarian from Titan Comics, which is weird because I thought Marvel had the rights to Conan. Okay, on the eve of his first major battle, young Conan of Samaria pictures a life beyond the borders of his homeland and yearns for the life undreamt of in his small village. Visions of future allies and unspeakable evils he will eventually encounter throughout his fabled career fill his mind as he takes his faithful first steps towards a life of great adventure in the Hyborian Age. Now, I absolutely love Conan. I started playing some Conan video games several years back and got really interested in the lore of Hyboria. The Hyborian Age. So I started reading some of the old Robert E. Howard stories, and they are in public domain, so they're free all over the internet. You can grab them and just read them. Wow, so good. So good. All right, next up, we have Animal Castle. It didn't click on it. Here we go. Free Comic Book Day edition of Animal Castle. Now, this is reprints. They're going to show you an 18-page excerpt from Volume 1 and then a 12-page from the new Volume 2, which just came out this week. So it's a way to grab Animal Castle. It's a fun read, so I would definitely recommend grabbing that one. All right, so next up, Dawn of DC is a year-long publishing initiative with epic storylines and super creative teams that forge the future one hero at a time. Now, this is an all-original news story with sneak peeks of the upcoming Dawn of DC titles. It's supposed to be a great jumping-on point for new readers. I know comic book writers have been doing this, comic book publishers have been doing this lately, where they restart number ones or they just bring new characters out, and they always have jumping off points just to get new readers in. Whew, wow, man, I feel like I'm talking really fast today, but coffee will do that to you. All right, and then we have the fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Issue number 1. Man, this is underground comics at its best. Do not feel bad if you don't know about the fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Freak Comic Book Day. Not Free Comic Book Day, Freak Comic Book Day 2023. It's a fabulous furry free comic book day from Fantagraphics. Fanta's new hardback series, collecting the full run of Gilbert Shelton's stoner comedy turned social satire, is the first time that this globally million-selling, most popular underground comic characters ever have been collected in North America for over 3 decades. Classic cartooning, timeless comedy, and trend-setting cat comics for semi-mature readers. Now, this does have a teen rating on it. I would suggest late teen. Man, this was really kind of, cutting edge back in the day. So excited for this. I really hope it kind of takes off. It'd be fun to see those. Ooh, getting a little tickle in my throat here, so I'm going to grab some coffee. And then we're just going to look here at Fish Flies. The newest series from Jeff Lemire. Yes, everything with Jeff Lemire's name on it is usually gold. So, this is a guy that brought us Gideon Falls, Sweet Tooth, Essex County. Gideon Falls, absolutely amazing. Love the story. The town of Bell River is infested with fish flies, and the streets are carpeted with tiny insects. But that's just the start of the strange happenings and bad omens. When Franny Fox runs away from home, she befriends a strange, silent monster and sets off a chain of events that will unite the entire town in terrible ways. Now, the first issue is going to be 64 pages. It comes out in June, so this is a preview of that book. And Jeff Lemire is the writer, artist, cover artist. He's doing it all. All right, next up. I Am Stan, issue number 1, the very first graphic novel biography of the legendary Stan Lee. Co-creator of many superheroes including Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and more. From Eisner-nominated artist Tom Scioli, I Am Stan gives Lee's life the comic book treatment and reveals the inner workings of the legendary creator. I mean, that sounds like it's going to be a nostalgia trip. Just so much fun there. All right, and then we have the Spider-Man Venom issue number 1. For years, the symbiote's family in the Marvel Universe has grown, and the latest smash hit run on Venom is no exception. With the violent and dangerous Meridius readying for war, the stage is set for catastrophe, and this year's Free Comic Book Day will mark the beginning of the end of the symbiotes. So it looks like this is going to be a jumping off point for the new story arc. So you're going to actually want to grab this pretty much right away so you know what's happening when you get in on. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got some High Republic and Avatar The Last Airbender. Get ready for adventure with stories from the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Whew, the High Republic adventures, the galaxy-wide conflict between the Jedi Order and the Nihil intensifies, and a shuttle full of younglings gets caught in the crossfire. In Avatar The Last Airbender, Aang and his friends come across a village decimated by the Fire Nation. One survivor, a young child named Lumi, refuses to open up to anyone except fellow Earth Kingdom native. Now, this is going to be a flip book from Dark Horse Comics, one on one side, one on the other. So you get double your money, which is free. Now you see this nice little white box here on the front. That there is usually for your retailer to stick a store stamp on it. So, you know, I don't prefer the store stamps myself, but it's still a great way for self-promotion. So, all right, next up, Free Comic Book Day, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In 1987, the world at large was introduced to the TMNT by way of a catchy theme song, which I was just singing, and an action-packed cartoon, shell-shocking the world into an era of turtle mania. Whew, yeah, it really did. Since then, the characters have appeared in countless comics, a multitude of animated series, and several motion pictures. Turn the nostalgia meter up to 11. Hey, that's a Spinal Tap joke there. Whew, love that. This Free Comic Book Day, and revisit 2 fan-favorite eras of TMNT animation in comic book form, with this special presentation of stories from IDW's smash hit Saturday Morning Adventures and the recent small screen venture Rise of the TMNT. So you're going to get 2 different stories, one based on the Rise, one based on the animated series. Doesn't say how many pages this is. Most of these, though, aren't too long. But hey, they're still a lot of fun to read. Alright, next up, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for the Pumpkin King. This is Halloween. How did Jack Skellington become the Pumpkin King? Explore Jack and Oogie Boogie's early days in Halloween Town, and learn how their infamous friendship turns sour as they battle to become the next Pumpkin King. Discover the mastermind who's pulling the strings and relive the fantastic world of The Nightmare Before Christmas in this all-new manga adaptation. Yes, manga. This is coming to us from Tokyo Pop. Actually, I'm kind of excited for that one. That should be a lot of fun. All right, and the last book I want to show you guys. This is West of Sundown. Now, if you have not read West of Sundown, absolutely amazing story. This is a reprint of the first issue. A beautiful vampire must flee monster slayers in New York City and reclaim the ancestral soil that restores her undead flesh. But the world has changed since she was reborn in the New Mexico desert, and now Constance der Ebend and her loyal assistant must adapt to the life in the rough frontier town of Sangre de Mora, where all sorts of monsters have settled. A western tale of survival starring a cast of literary horrors from the diabolical minds of Tim Seeley, Aaron Campbell, and Jim Terry. I would definitely recommend grabbing that one. All right, guys. That's it. That's my Free Comic Book Day preview. So, those are the books you should be grabbing, and yeah, let me know what you think. If there's ones that if I missed and you pick them up and read them and love them, come back and talk about them. I want to know what you guys grabbed or what you're going to grab. Like always, that was a long one for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you sub up and just gently press that like button for me. I appreciate all the likes. If you're a channel subscriber already, you guys are awesome. If you're a channel member, love you to death. Thank you so much for the support. And like always, guys, thank you for watching and take it easy.